Mr. Chairman, let me congratulate and thank you for your moral courage, moral clarity on an issue that is perhaps one of the most important issues that this committee has jurisdiction over. As many members may know or may not know, this is one of the few areas that we have jurisdiction over the Department of Commerce in. We're in a great power competition. China's made it clear that they have a 100-year goal of military and economic domination. And AI is the key to achieving that very goal. As the chairman points out, AI has a direct connection. Advanced chips, AI chips, are directly connected to advanced weapons systems. That's why putting this under the foreign military sales rubric, I think is brilliant, because these advanced AI chips are weapons, in my judgment, or the foundation blocks to creating these advanced weapons systems. I remember back when I was a young federal prosecutor in the China investigation, looking into money coming from China into the presidential campaign, money from China Aerospace in deposit slips in Hong Kong going into the Clinton campaign. And why? Because they wanted our technology. They wanted our aerospace technology. They want our satellite technology. The year was 1997. They have advanced significantly since that time. And I have the saying, they steal it. They steal trillions in intellectual property, but for God's sakes, we don't have to sell it to them. Just last month, in my home state of Texas, the U.S. Attorney cracked down on the illegal smuggling of these H200 chips to China, and at that time stated that these chips form, quote, the building blocks of AI superiority and are integral to modern military applications. I couldn't agree more with him as a former U.S. Attorney. NVIDIA chips led to the creation of DeepSeek AI, China's AI company. What more evidence do we need? Now, granted, it was legal at that time. Now it is not. But the sale of 2 million of these advanced chips to China, in my judgment, is dangerous. I introduced the CHIPS bill at the urging of Secretary Mike Pompeo and Wilbur Ross to make America first in the manufacturing of semiconductor chips. By passing this bill, we will make America first in the manufacturing of the most advanced AI chips known to mankind, rather than selling our national security to China, one of our greatest adversaries in this great power competition. We can't allow China to exploit U.S. technology and intellectual property as they've done so many times in the past. That's why I strongly support what the chairman's trying to do here. You know, last Congress, as chairman, I passed almost, I think, unanimously out of committee, the Enforce Act, which would ban the sale of military-grade AI technology to China. It was very popular. It was very widely supported, yet it was blocked from coming to the House floor, as was the outbound investment bill that we passed out of this committee. Why? Because there are special interest groups out there right now with millions of dollars funded by the very people who will profit off of the sale of these chips and others, that have so much at stake that they are waging a social media campaign war against this idea and against this bill, which the chairman is advancing to protect the national security interest of the United States of America. Shame on them, both when I was chairman trying to pass this legislation and now. And Mr. Chairman, I want to work strongly with you to ensure that doesn't happen again, that we get this bill that is probably the most America First bill I've seen in this Congress get to the floor, because we know we have the votes to pass it to protect us from China and the great power competition. With that, I yield back.